If you've been glued to the sidelines waiting for mortgage rates to do something before you even consider buying a home, you're going to want to lean in for this because the starting gun for the next buying season may have just fired. Fannie Mae just dropped its updated forecast for 2025, and it's showing a major shift in borrowing costs that is unlocking affordability for thousands of homebuyers right here in Southwest Florida. This isn't just another news headline, it's the alert that you've been waiting for. I'm about to break down exactly what this forecast says, why it could kick off the most competitive buying season that we have seen in years, and what you should be doing right now to get in front of the crowd. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Daniel Abreu, and I'm the founder of the Abreu Group out of Realty One Group MVP. I am your Southwest Florida real estate expert, helping you make sense of buying, selling, or investing in real estate right here in Fort Myers, Naples, and all of the communities in between. Today, we're unpacking one of the biggest updates of the year, Fannie Mae's revised 2025 mortgage rate forecast. And this isn't about boring spreadsheets. This is about your monthly payment. This is about your buying power in the current market. This is about your chance to finally make a move in a market that has felt gridlocked for way too long. We're going to connect these national predictions to what's going on the ground right here in our local market, because this new forecast is about to change the game. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have a clear and actionable game plan on how to move forward. All right, so let's get into it. What did the experts at Fannie Mae actually say? In their latest August 2025 report, they actually tweaked their predictions, saying that the 30-year fixed mortgage rate should finish off the year roughly around 6.5%. And looking into their crystal ball, they're saying that by 2026, we should be seeing rates as low as 6.1%. Now, I know what you're thinking, 6.5%, that's not the 3% that I remember. And you're not wrong, but that's not the way you should be looking at it right now. The real story here isn't about hitting rock bottom lows. It's about the direction and stability of the market. After the roller coaster that we've been on, seeing rates blast past 7%, this new forecast signals gradual and predictable easing. This is the higher for longer scenario, but with a clear downward slope. The consensus among most of the experts is that we're going to hang out in the mid-sixes through 2025, with gradual dips, not dramatic dives. This shift is huge. It gives us a level of predictability that we have been missing. It tells us that the peak is behind us and that we are now entering into a new, more normal phase. This slow downward march is what economists call normalization, a move away from chaos toward balance. And that balance is what creates opportunity. A 6.5% rate is so much better than the 7.5% rate that had so many buyers throwing in the towel. As you'll see, when we mix that in with what's happening right here in Southwest Florida, the affordability picture is getting a lot brighter. To really get where we're headed, you have to understand why the forecast is changing now. This isn't happening in a vacuum. The main driver is the Federal Reserve's long-fought battle against inflation. For the last couple of years, the Fed has been using its key interest rate to pump the brakes on the economy, and those moves are what sent the interest rates soaring. Now we're finally seeing signs that it's working, and we're seeing that the economy is cooling down. Because of this, most economists expect the Fed to start cutting their benchmark rate. The 10-year Treasury yield, which lenders watch like a hawk, tends to fall when the economy cools, and when that happens, typically mortgage rates tend to follow suit. While mortgage rates don't follow the Fed in lockstep, they are heavily influenced by it. That's the mechanism that's letting the experts at Fannie Mae and NAR and others project the gradual slide that's coming. But the key word here is gradual. Inflation, while down, is sticking around. Fannie Mae even noted that by the end of 2025, they expect it to be higher than what was originally thought. This is why nobody is calling for a rate crash. The economy is cooling, not collapsing. This delicate balance is paving a runway right now for buyers and sellers, marking the beginning of a new, predictable, and stable chapter in real estate. Now, this is where it gets real for anyone who's trying to buy a home right here in Southwest Florida. For the first time in a while, we're seeing two powerful trends colliding: falling mortgage rates and corrected home prices. Let's do the math on affordability. First, the rates. As of August 2025, The rates are already hovering around 6.56%. A drop from 7.5 to 6.5% is a big deal. On a $350,000 loan, that 1 point drop already saves you hundreds on your monthly payment and thousands upon thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. This instantly increases your buying power. But here's the other half of the magic formula, and it's specific to our area. While rates were high, the Southwest Florida market went through a much needed price correction. In Fort Myers, the median sold price for a single family home is around $335,000 to $375,000 as of mid 2025, with prices down about 5.9% year over year. We've seen an even bigger story in Collier County, Naples, where the median price for a single-family home dropped a staggering 19 to 21% from its peak. A home that was listed for $950,000 at its peak is probably now selling anywhere between $755,000 and $765,000. When you combine those two factors, the 1% drop in the rates and the much-needed price correction, it's a massive impact. A home that felt like it was completely out of reach a year ago is now fitting in your budget. This window of opportunity is what buyers have been waiting for. Beyond the numbers, the feel of the Southwest Florida real estate market is squarely on the buyer's side. As of mid-2025, both Lee and Collier counties have been considered buyers' markets. Lee County currently has just over 7 months of inventory, and Collier County has over 10 months. A balanced market is usually considered 4 to 6 months, so right now, buyers have a lot of negotiating power. The days of the chaotic bidding wars are behind us. Homes in Fort Myers right now are taking between 100 to 110 days to sell. Homes in Naples are taking between 95 to 105 days to sell. And in both counties, homes are selling at 95% of the original asking price. But, and this is a big but, the same rate relief that is going to help you is going to help every other buyer that's been sitting on the sidelines. And all of the experts are expecting a surge in buyer activity in early 2026. And as that buyer demand picks up, inventory is going to start to shrink. And as inventory shrinks, so does your negotiating power. That's why this Fannie Mae forecast is the starting gun. It's the sweet spot for buyers right now who want to make a move. This means that now you can negotiate on price and terms. No more rushed decisions where you're just throwing everything and the kitchen sink just to get the house. Those who act while inventory is high and competition is low, those are the folks that are going to get the best deals. Knowing all this, what should you be doing? Sitting on the sidelines is no longer a strategy, it's a risk. Here is your 4-step action plan to what you should be doing right now. First, get fully pre-approved, and I mean yesterday. Seriously, as the market heats up, a pre-approval letter isn't just about knowing your budget. It's about making the strategy of making the confident winning offer when you find the right home. Talk to your mortgage pro today, see how the rate changes affects your buying power, and get your finances locked in now. Second, rerun your budget. If you were discouraged by the monthly payments 6 months ago, it's time to rerun your numbers. The mix of lower prices and better rates means that your budget can go farther than you think. What was a $3,000 payment could be closer to $2,600. And that opens up a whole new tier of possibilities. Third, define your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. With more homes to choose from, you don't have to make a rushed decision. Decide what it is that you actually want versus what you actually need. Is it being in a specific school district, or having a home office, or having a pool? Knowing your non-negotiables now positions you to search smart and find the best value for what you're looking for. Fourth, and this is the most important, partner with a local expert. Southwest Florida isn't just one single market. Trends in Fort Myers are going to be very different from trends in Naples. Even specific neighborhoods are going to have their own dynamics, so it's important to work with somebody who lives and breathes in this market. Working with a local expert is the key to finding opportunities and dodging the pitfalls. To navigate the changing market, you need a plan. I've put together my free Home Buyer Roadmap, which is a step-by-step guide full of checklists, local insights, and everything you need to get you to the finish line. You can download it for free in the description below. And if you think you're ready to make a move, go ahead and click the link in the description to schedule a one-on-one strategy consultation with me. And if you have any general questions, go ahead and write them in the comments. I read every single one and I will respond. The message from the experts is crystal clear. The market is on the move. Fannie Mae's updated forecast is not just a data point, it's a signal, and it marks the return of affordability for homebuyers right here in Southwest Florida. We have this rare moment where better rates, lower prices, higher inventory are all working in your favor, but that window won't stay open for long. The starting gun has fired. Make a move. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe for weekly updates on the Southwest Florida real estate market. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you never miss out. I'll see you in the next video.